Hello everyone, and welcome. Today we are going back to the Bridge of the Gods by F.H. Balch. I'm going to have a short video today, which you've probably already guessed by looking at the runtime for this video. We're going to continue our reading of the second book, going into the history of the Indian peoples of what is now Washington and Oregon, with our second chapter. Chapter 2, The War Chief and the Seer. Cassandra's wild voice prophesying woe. Philip Burke Marston. The war chief left the grove as soon as he had dismissed the council. Tahomish went with him. For some distance they walked together, the one erect and majestic, the other gliding like a shadow by his side. At length, Multnomah stopped under a giant cottonwood and looked sternly at Tahomish. You frightened the council today with bad mimulus, death, talk. Why did you do it? Why did you bring into a council of warriors dreams fit only for old men that lie sleeping in the sun by the door of the wigwam? I saw what my eyes saw, and my ears heard, and it was true. It cannot be true, for the Great Spirit has said the Willamettes shall rule the tribes as long as the bridge shall stand. And how can it fall when it is a mountain of stone? A strange expression crossed Tahomish's sullen face. Multnomah, beware how you rest on the prophecy of the bridge. Lead not your hand on it, for it is as if you put it forth to lean it on a coiled rattlesnake. Your sayings are dark, replied the chief impatiently. Speak plainly. Tahomish shook his head, and the gloomy look habitual to him came back. I cannot. Dreams and omens I can tell, but the secret of the bridge is the secret of the Great Spirit, and I cannot tell it lest he become angry and take from me my power of moving men with burning words. The secret of the Great Spirit. What black thing is it you are hiding and covering up with words? Bring it forth into the light, that I may see it. No, it is my Tomanowos. Were I to tell it, to the gift of eloquence would go from me. The fire would die from my heart, at the words from my lips, and my life would wither up within me. Multnomah was silent. Massive and commanding as was his character, he was still an Indian, and the words of the seer had touched the latent superstition in his nature. They referred to that strongest and most powerful of all the sacred beliefs of the Oregon savages, the spirit possession or devil worship of the Tomanowos. As soon as an Oregon Indian was old enough to aspire to a place among the braves, he was sent into the hills alone. There he fasted, prayed, and danced, chanted the medicine chant, and cut himself with knife or thorn till he fell exhausted to the ground. Whatever he saw then, in waking delirium or feverish sleep, was the charm that was to control his future. Be it bird or beast, dream or mystic revelation, it was his totem or Tomanowos, and gave him strength, cunning, or swiftness, sometimes knowledge of the future, imparting to him its own characteristics. But what it was, its name or nature, was the one secret that must go with him to his grave. Woe unto him if he told the name of his totem. In that moment it would desert him, taking from him all strength and power, leaving him a shattered wreck, an outcast from camp and war party. Multnomah says well that it is a black secret, but it is my totem and may not be told. For many winters, Tahomish has carried it in his breast, till its poisoned sap has filled his heart with bitterness, till for him gladness and warmth have gone out of the light. Laughter has grown a sob of pain, and sorrow and death have become what the feast, the battle, and the chase are to other men. It is the black secret, the secret of the coming trouble, that makes Tahomish's voice like the voice of a pine, so that men say it has in it sweetness and mystery and haunting woe, moving the heart as no other can. And if he tells the secret, eloquence and life go with it. Shall Tahomish tell it? Will Multnomah listen while Tahomish shows what is to befall the bridge and the Willamettes in the time that is to come? The war chief gazed at him earnestly. In that troubled, determined look, superstition struggled for a moment, and then gave way to the invincible obstinacy of his resolve. No, Multnomah knows that his own heart is strong and will not fail him, come what may. And that is all he cares to know. If you told me, the Tomanoas would be angry, and drain your spirits from you, and cast you aside as the serpent casts its skin. And you must be the most eloquent of all at the great council, for there the arm of Multnomah and the voice of Tahomish must bend the bad chiefs before them. His accents had the same undertone of arbitrary will, of inflexible determination, that had been in them when he spoke in the council. Though the shadows fell more and more ominous and threatening across his path, to turn back did not occur to him. The stubborn tenacity of the man could not let go his settled purpose. Tahomish will be at the council and speak for his chief and his tribe, asked Multnomah, in a tone that was half inquiry, half command. For the seer, whose mysterious power as an orator gave him so strong an influence over the Indians, must be there. Tahomish's haggard and repulsive face had settled back into the look of mournful apathy habitual to him. He had not, since the council, attempted to change the chief's decision by a single word, but seemed to have resigned himself with true Indian fatalism to that which was to come. Tahomish will go to the council, he said, in these soft and lingering accents, indescribably sweet and sad, with which his degraded face contrasted so strongly. Yes, he will go to the council, and his voice shall bend and turn the hearts of men as never before. Strong will be the words that he shall say, for with him it will be sunset, and his voice will be heard no more. Where will you go when the council is ended, that we shall see you no more? Asked Multnomah. On the death trail to the spirit land. Nor will I go alone, was the startling reply, and the seer glided noiselessly away and disappeared among the trees. Now, chapter 3 is quite long. I don't have a lot of time this evening to read it. So I am going to save it for next time, where we delve deeper into the history of the Indians and the process of Multnomah gathering his men, his people, to the council. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for understanding the shortness of today's video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.